Welcome to Jyotish Tirtha Vidyapeeth. What if I told you that you could totally rebalance your home's energy and bring a lot more peace into your life using just a few colored tapes and metal strips? It sounds kind of wild, but today we're diving into Vastu Shastra, an ancient science that gives us these simple yet super powerful solutions. And the best part? No demolition required. Have you ever stopped to think if your home's floor plan is more than just a bunch of walls and rooms? Could it actually be tied to your day-to-day life, your successes, maybe even your struggles? Well, according to the ancient Indian science of Vastu Shastra, there's a very deep connection. So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the secret energy of your home, then we'll find the master key and the 5 elements. After that, we'll get into some real-world fixes for things like cuts and extensions, and even tackle the dreaded problem toilet. And finally, we'll put it all together to get your home in perfect harmony. Okay, so before we can fix anything, we've got to understand what's going on at the deepest level. See, in Vastu, every single home has an energy blueprint. So let's take a look at how that energy is supposed to flow, because this is the foundation for everything else we're about to do. And right at the heart of this energy map is something called the Brahmastan. Just think of it as the very center, the spiritual and physical heart of your home. The idea is that vital energy should flow out from this point, just like the ripples from a pebble in a pond, spreading out smoothly and evenly to every last corner of your house. And this is a perfect illustration of what happens when that flow gets broken. Look on the left. In a balanced floor plan, the energy just moves freely, no problem. But on the right, see that missing piece? That's called a cut, and it acts like an energy gap. It's like putting a dam in the middle of a river, and it just throws the entire home's energy out of whack. And this is where it gets really personal. Vastu teaches us that these little flaws in the blueprint can have very real, tangible effects on our lives. For instance, a cut in the northwest corner isn't just a quirky design choice. It's believed to create things like mental fog, confusion, or just that feeling that you can't make a decision to save your life. A tiny flaw in the plan can have a big impact on your headspace. So if a broken energy flow is the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's actually beautiful and simple. It all comes down to the 5 fundamental elements of nature. This concept is the master key, not just for understanding the problem, but for unlocking the fix. The foundation for all of this is called Panchabhuta. It's the idea that everything in the universe, and that includes our homes, is a mix of 5 basic elements: water, air, fire, earth, and space. The whole secret to a happy, harmonious home is just keeping these 5 elements in balance. Okay, this slide right here, this is the master key. I'm serious, you might want to pause and just take a quick screenshot. This is our cheat sheet for everything that comes next. It connects each of the 5 elements to a specific direction, a color, and even a metal. So you can see right here, water is linked to the north, the color blue, and the metal aluminum. Every single fix we're about to talk about comes straight from this chart. Alright, enough theory, let's get practical. How do we actually use that master key to fix one of the biggest Vastu problems, a cut, with nothing more than some tape and a metal strip? First, let's just be crystal clear on what we mean by a cut. Simply put, it's when a piece of your floor plan is missing where it should be whole. An indented corner or a missing chunk of a room. This makes the energy of the element tied to that direction really weak. So, how do you fix it? Let's take a real-world example. Imagine you have a cut in the southwest corner of your house. First, you look at our master key chart. Southwest. Okay, that's the earth element zone. The fix is so simple it's brilliant. You just apply yellow tape, the color for earth, right on the floor where the wall should be. Or, for an even stronger remedy, you can insert a brass strip, which is the metal for earth. You're basically symbolically completing the space, filling in that energy gap. It's pretty logical when you see it, right? Now let's flip the script and look at the opposite problem. What happens if a part of your house jets out too much? This is what we call an extension. And here, our goal isn't to fill a void, but to control an overload of energy. So an extension is basically when part of your floor plan sticks out way more than it's supposed to. The problem this creates is that the energy of that element becomes way too strong, totally overpowering all the others and throwing the whole system out of balance. Our job is to gently bring that excess energy back in line. Let's walk through it. Say your house has a big extension to the north. We pull up our chart and we see north is the water element. That means you have way too much water energy. Now, this is where Vastu gets really cool, because there's this logic where elements can balance each other. Just think about nature for a second. What can change the surface of a lake? Wind, right? Air. So in Vastu, the air element controls the water element. To balance all that excess water, we just use the fix for air, a green tape or a steel strip to gently harmonize that overpowering energy. But the power of these simple tools doesn't stop there. They can also be used to neutralize one of the most common and most serious Vastu problems you can have, a toilet in the wrong spot. And trust me, this is a huge one. If you have a toilet in a zone that's meant to be a source of positive energy, it acts like a giant drain. It literally flushes the good vibes and positive energy right out of your entire home. But don't worry, there's a really effective fix for this too. The fix is this awesome 3-step process. First, you carefully cut a very thin groove in the floor, right around the base of the toilet. Second, you go back to our master key chart, find the right metal for that specific direction, and you insert that strip vertically down into the groove. And finally, you seal it all up from the top with the matching colored tape. What you've just done is create a powerful, invisible energy barrier. This block literally stops the good energy from getting flushed away and contains the negative energy right where it is. So, after all of that, what's the big picture here? Let's do a quick recap of the core ideas that can help you bring your own home back into a beautiful state of harmony. So, the main takeaway is this. By smartly using the right colors and the right metals, you can actually correct energy imbalances in your home. And this isn't just about making things look nice, it's about creating a harmonious environment that actually supports your physical and mental well-being. In the end, it all comes back to keeping those 5 key elements: water, air, fire, earth, and space in perfect balance. And that pretty much brings us to the end. You know, the real power in all of this is just how simple it can be. It kind of makes you look at your own home in a whole new way, doesn't it? So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Based on everything you've just seen, what one small, simple change could you make to bring a little more balance back into your space?
Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay with us by liking, sharing, and commenting.